name is Daphne Dierkes, and I am the Hematology and Oncology Art Therapist at St. Louis Children's Hospital due to the partnership with Friends of Kids with Cancer and St. Louis Children's Foundation. I love art in the sense that there's no right or wrong, and I think that that is one of the biggest kind of gifts that I want to provide all of my kids too that I work with, is that there's no right or wrong in art, and art is never done, right? So it's subjective, meaning that there's no set formula for what art will look like, and there's no set endpoint either. And so for me, that gives a lot of freedom, but it's also kind of scary if you think about it, to like have no necessarily grand rules around your art making can be intimidating, but it can also be really freeing.
I am Brianna McKee, and I am the art therapist at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, working with kids with cancer and blood-related disorders. I think that art is therapeutic for kids because evidence shows that simply the act of creating, it helps to naturally break down the mental barriers that we put up. So trying to have a conversation with somebody like this is intimidating. It can be intimidating. And so whenever you provide somebody with a creative outlet, it helps to distract that part of the brain. And also, a kid's natural language is to be creative. They are naturally created and playful and silly. And so art helps the kids to tap into that.
Art therapy, in its simplest form, is this combination of art making and mental health counseling kind of beautifully blended together. What we many times hear is, Timmy really loves to color. They would be great for art therapy. And to that I always say yes and. So yes, it can be great if Timmy loves to color or draw or paint, and it's not a requirement. Everybody has an ability to do art. Maybe the product will just look different, and that's not the important part of art therapy. The important part is that we can use those skills to be able to create joy, to express ourselves, to process through difficult emotions, or to practice relaxing our bodies. And I think that those are the most important pieces I would like for people to come home with.
They come to the hospital kind of sick first, and so I might come in with like all these materials that a kid and I were like, we talked about the day before, and they were super psyched to do this thing, and then I go in to see them and they're not feeling so great, and they would rather, just have a more quiet session and like kind of be more involved in their bed and not try to get up, and that's okay. I could see the same kid because they're admitted 2 days in a row, and it's completely different sessions. And I think that that's really awesome that I have that ability, that luxury to meet kids where they are for the day and let them guide the session, let them guide the day, what that's going to look like for them. I work for them, and so that's really fun.
When you walk in a room and say, hey, I'm Daphne, I work with Friends of Kids with Cancer at Children's Hospital, kids' faces light up. They know about Friends of Kids with Cancer, and they know what Friends of Kids with Cancer means, and that means that they have somebody and a whole community around them that is really seeking to support them in the most beautiful way. So Art from the Heart is an opportunity for patients during a dedicated art therapy session to create an art piece that describes something that makes their heart happy, or for my teens, many times it's what brings you joy. And so during that time, we work together and collaborate to create an image. And sometimes these images are made out of painting, they're collage, they're mosaic, they're sculptural in nature, but they work to create a piece that they would like to share and give to the world. So it's a great opportunity for us to raise awareness not only for what they're going through, but for art therapy and Friends of Kids with Cancer and their mission. I actually was just working with a friend this morning, and they were saying that Art from the Heart is their favorite event every single year. And when kind of exploring why with my patients, the kind of common theme that comes up every year is that they get to showcase themselves, like of who they truly are outside of just going through treatment. It gives them a chance to show themselves and their true authentic selves. And I think that is the key to this event and what makes that so special.
My love for pediatrics and my love for working with kids and their just constant ability to be rambunctious and keep you on your toes regardless of how they're feeling, and being able to represent Friends of Kids in that mission and helping kids be kids just really speaks to me and drives my life's work.
I feel like is incredibly important and meaningful to be able to provide a space for our families and our patients to share their stories and to respect their journeys. And that is truly what Friends with Kids with Cancer at their core seeks to do, and to help along that journey.